Mariah's going to Europe, but first, I really need to save some money. Oh yeah. Guys, we're going to Barcelona. The beginning of our 13-hour journey begins at the Indianapolis International Airport as we prepare for 2 additional layovers between Philadelphia and London Heathrow prior to our last flight to Barcelona, Spain. You know you're in vacation mode when you spend $20 at the airport on a sandwich. How much did yours cost?
$6.
Yeah, but you got a pretzel. I got like a roast beef sandwich.
A jalapeno pretzel. They'll have jalapenos gone. But there's a jalapeno.
Yeah, $20. Vacation mode. I went through my checklist over and over again to make sure I had everything. And I packed away my retainer in my check bag, which I won't get back until I get to Barcelona. My retainer for my teeth. This is an overnight flight. Shaking my head. All right, 13 hours of flight time begins right now. The flight to Philadelphia is about an hour and a half. We fly out in thunderstorms and strong wind, but surprisingly, there were no delays. On this short flight, cabin service consisted of pretzels and a complimentary soft drink. Once we landed safely in Philadelphia, it was time to disembark, and we disembarked in the most unusual location. Of all the days for it to rain, of course it's raining at this very moment. So this is so different than what I was expecting it to be. After they let us off, I guess, curbside. I think curbside is the best way to say that, right?
Yeah.
Definitely curbside. We have to catch the bus or the shuttle to go to another terminal to catch our international flight. So hopefully that's covered because it's raining.
You do what B, right?
A.
What?
We have to go to A. We gotta go to, I think it's A20. Oh my gosh, and we have to rush, like, we gotta go. I know, I'm going. Oh my gosh, and we got yelled at. Like, we're hustling to get on the bus and Philadelphia.
She wasn't really running that much.
I really wasn't because I have on flip-flops, so it's hard and it's raining. So I had to hustle. You saw my hair flow a little bit. I was hustling. Once we made it to the international terminal, we had about 30 minutes to make it to our gate before it was time to board our flight to London. All right, passport.
There we go. Got my passport back.
Yay. We're going to London. And then going to Barcelona. Oh my gosh. My first international trip. I can't wait. I'm nervous about the long flight though, because I've only been on 5 hours is the longest flight I've ever taken, and this is like 7.5, I think, so.
It's been a long time since I've been on a flight this long.
Yeah, I'm a little antsy about it. Once on board, we finally found our seats, stowed away our carry-on luggage properly, and then got out of the walkway, that way others could do the same. Once we finally got situated, we noticed we were provided with a small pillow, a thin blanket, and lots of in-flight entertainment. We took off around 9 p.m. and about 1 hour into the flight, dinner was provided. We had a choice of chicken or pasta. Personally, I chose the pasta. It came with a side salad, a dinner roll with butter, cheese and crackers, and a brownie for dessert. Honestly, once you've added a bit of salt and pepper, the taste wasn't bad at all. The food was just enough to fill me up, and it even made me a bit sleepy. It's pretty chilly on the plane, so I really did appreciate having that pillow and blanket just for that extra layer of comfort. Usually I'm not a fan of turbulence, but in this case, it really rocked me to sleep. We have about 5 more hours of flight time, so it's time for me to catch some sleep. By the time I wake up, it'll almost be 9 a.m. in London. About 1 hour prior to landing, we were offered a continental breakfast. We were given a yogurt parfait and then a small fig bar. I really wasn't a fan, so I'm hoping that there's more food at the airport when we land. One of my favorite features of this Boeing aircraft was the tinted windows. I didn't even realize this until I noticed that other windows had additional sunlight streaming through. We are in London finally. I'm not as tired as I thought. Here is our plane. So it's probably 4 o'clock in the morning back at home. It's 9 o'clock here. And we slept on a plane, and I feel like I slept on a plane. So we're gonna go freshen up and find our connection. So it turns out our connection was in another terminal because we had to change airlines from American to British Airways. We definitely had to pay attention to all the posted signage in the hallway to help get us to that new terminal. Fortunately, there is a shuttle bus that connects all the terminals in this airport, so we didn't have to walk, but we did not expect the length of time it would take to get from one terminal to the next. It felt like we were in tunnels and on side streets forever. How long would you say we've been on the bus?
4 minutes.
I think it's been 8 minutes. It's been a while. I think it was like just 4 minutes in the tunnel. So it's a while. So now that we've arrived at Heathrow, we have to go back through security, and they provided us with these bags where we have to put all of our aerosol cans and liquids in these bags. That way we can go through security again. Our flight landed an hour ago, and we still haven't made it through our next terminal security checkpoint. So I'm so grateful that we have a 3-hour layover versus a tight connection. We still haven't gone through security. Once you make it through the security checkpoint, you'll find that the main British Airways terminal feels more like a mall than an actual airport. I mean, you could buy everything here, from pharmaceutical needs, sit down for fine dining, to even purchasing luxury clothing and accessories. It was complete chaos upstairs if you kind of saw the amount of people, but now we are in the walkway, which is underneath, and we're walking in between the terminals right now, and it is nobody here. So if you don't mind walking, this would be the way to go, because they're waiting for the tram, and they've been waiting. How long were they waiting for the tram?
We were watching for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we were watching for a while, and the tram still hasn't come, and more people were just crowding in that area. So we're like, yeah, we'll just walk. We'll get those extra steps in, and by the time we get to Barcelona, we're gonna be tired.
Yeah.
I just went into one of the smaller shops here, and I love all the little snacks that they had. They were only $1, and they were very European-y snacks. So I spent a total of $3 on a ton of stuff, and I'm a little salty because I bought a roast beef sandwich in Indianapolis, and I paid $20 for it, and I got a bunch of other things, and I only paid $3. Snacks at London Heathrow were so much cheaper than they were in Indianapolis, because I definitely paid $20 for a cold cut prepackaged sandwich earlier on in my trip. Even the bottled soda was less than $2. And since we're talking about snacks, let's talk about the complimentary snacks offered on our final flight of the day. We're on our way to Barcelona, and we were offered baked pretzels with the flavor of sour cream and chive. Only 2 hours from wheels up to wheels down, we've made it to Barcelona, Spain. So over 13 hours of flight time, we finally made it to Spain. And I just need a nap and a shower, but really I need a nap. I'm exhausted. There's also one thing that I'm very curious about. So technically it's still winter time, but I'm curious to see if this temperature here is the same as an Indiana winter temperature. Very curious, because they look like they're cold outside, but it might not be our kind of cold. So we'll see tomorrow. No, we'll see today. Yeah, we got to get downtown. This has been another Candid Cami Travels vlog. I hope you stay tuned, because we've got 5 days in beautiful Barcelona.